Hi, everyone. I hope you all can hear me. If there's anyone who's joining, I know it's a different time. Usually I come on later. But if anyone is joining, I'm going to check my Facebook if it works. Yep. So, because okay, it seems to work because I'm using my new computer, and actually today I'm using all of my computer, and I'm hoping, like, meaning camera and microphone, and so I'm hoping that this actually works. Hi, Mitzi. Thank you for joining. All right, I want to get right into it because dang, I have some work to do, but I wanted to continue to commit to being present and to showing up. And I know the last couple of weeks I haven't been doing that because I actually withdrew for most of the time and meditated and reflected and created new goals and connected with other people. And it was more of a personal relationship than actually showing up here on Facebook. So I wanted to share a vision with you. And I know we're always talking about our word of the year. And I know a lot of you, I'll be driving. Do not drive and listen or watch, or you can listen, but don't watch. Yeah, be safe for sure. I don't know if you guys had snow, but I know it went pretty far south. Who knows where it's all at? Anyways. Where was I? Oh, so the word of the year, and I know there have been a lot of people who shared theirs with me, and I went back and forth because I was thinking about that all of December, and then I continued thinking about it the first couple days in January, and I was like, okay, I don't know what. Maybe it's ease, because for me, it's always the growing part of my business always feels hard to me, and so I figured, okay, maybe my word is ease, creating growth with ease, which I pretty much have been done last year, but I wanted to continue that. And then I had a vision when I meditated, and I wanted to share that with you because I think it is a vision for the masses and not just for me. My coach always tells me, your message is for the masses and not just for the individual. And so I want to share that with you. So I meditated, and for those who know me or have heard my story a little bit more, know that hawks, the bird, hawks, are very close to my heart. There's just something about them where every time I have something going on, where I get stuck in my life, where things are happening, and the most personal is the most universal. You're right, Carolyn. That's true. That's actually nicely said. I love that. So, hawks, for those who don't know my story, I'm a professional coach. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I'm an emotions clearing practitioner and an empath warrior. So I work with empath. I release trapped emotions. I do all that kind of work. And when I wrote my book, that is weird. So Carolyn just said that she just downloaded a hawk picture, so that's kind of fitting. Awesome. So when I wrote my book 2 years ago, The Power of Faith-Driven Success, by the way, if you want to head on over to Amazon, when I read my book, I was close to giving up. I really wanted to give up on the book. I just didn't feel the inspiration. Nothing was coming out. And the one day where I really sat there in the morning, I remembered we were eating breakfast and it was nice outside. It was in the fall, so it's really nice outside. And I was like, okay, I think I'm going to give up on this book idea. I don't think it's going to happen. And then we had 3 hawks sitting on our back porch on the railing. And 3, I mean, we live in a suburban area. There, you don't see many hawks unless you drive further outside. They don't usually fly around here in the middle of our neighborhood. And so it was really interesting, but my husband didn't even see them. He turned around like, did you just feel that? Like it was like an energy pull, like something just happened. I was like, I felt it. What is it? And then we both looked outside and there were those 3 hawks. And it was almost like something switched in my head. It's like God sending them to give me a message. And after that, I wrote my book within 2 weekends, and it was finished, and it was really successful, or is actually. It's actually now more successful than when I published it, which is great. But anyway, so and then another couple of times during that process that I finished the book, actually, they were still there flying in front of my window every time until I was done. And once I finished the book, they were gone. And so now every time I feel like I'm stuck with something, with ideas, anything that I need to work on, or with people, or even with myself, a hawk shows up, at least one. And so it's really, really interesting. Hawks are considered messengers. It's I relate to them because I also relate to the term world visionary. And when they fly high, they can literally see the details. They see how the food sources move and where they have to find things. So they are visionaries. Hawks are visionaries. So I totally relate to the hawk. Well, back to last month, I did that meditation at the end of last month. I was like, okay, God, give me a vision. Give me something that I can hold on to for the next year. And so I really was in that twilight zone. It was an amazing meditation. And suddenly I had this vision. There was this hawk in front of me. And it was just, he was trapped. He had chains around him. Like, he was really trying to fly away. He was trying to break out of those chains, but he couldn't. And then suddenly, just a few seconds later, it was he let go of the pressure. Like, you know, when you have something around you, like, okay, so here's for the ladies. When you go to the store and you try on clothes and you accidentally put on the smaller size, and then you can't get out, and then you get really anxious, like you literally panic, like, oh my gosh, I can't get it over my head. I can't get it over. I can't get it over. When I was a kid, I actually ripped the whole dress and I just hid it in the fitting room because I panicked so bad. And so this is how it felt with the chains. Like, when it gets really tight around us, we start to panic and we push even more against what pressures, what creates the pressure. So we try to squeeze against that. So that's what he did. And then suddenly he just became really calm and everything relaxed. You could see how his wings started to just go down, and you almost like, oh, he's giving up. And I was like, okay, God, what? Continue. I'm not giving up. Like, if that is for me, I'm not giving up. But while he relaxed, his body slimmed down and the chains fell down. And I was like, whoa, okay, yeah, that's true. When we actually not try to fight against something like that too tight dress that we put on, we might actually be able to slip it over because our muscles and everything is not as bogged up and we're not panicking, you know? Like, he slimmed up and the chains just fell down. And then I watched it just, wings spread wide, and it was just amazing. Like, just the power that was behind him, spreading his wings and starting to fly and to soar. And then I saw fire on his back feathers. I'm like, is it burning now? Like, what's happening? God, what? It's like, no, the bird is just set on fire. The passion that comes with who he is taking over, and that passion helps him to soar. And this is how I came up with my word for 2018, soar. It is time for me to soar. But I think it is also time for a lot of you to soar. And for one, to actually just relax and to just breathe. The more we relax, the more the chains around us fall off, or the easier they fall off. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, why did I not, like, why does it always have to come to me in visions? Why can I not just grasp it right away, right? But sometimes we just need that reminder. And since I'm very visional, this, don't be sore. Yeah, don't be sore. And you might be a little bit sore, but in a good way, right? in a good way. But it's just, it was just such a powerful vision that just so resonated with me. And then people were starting to post that the best showman, the greatest showman, the what is the movie? Yeah, the greatest showman. I think that's what it's called now. The This Is Me, the song This Is Me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it totally goes along with the vision that I had. They were talking about becoming the warrior, soaring, and just stepping into your own footprints and just being you. This is me. And this is what I thought. I looked at this hawk and realizing this is me. I am on fire, and this year is going to be a year where we're all on fire. And what I see with a lot of my clients, especially, and people that I talk to and work with, is that we're still standing on that cliff. And as a child, I always was afraid of heights, and it's because I fell off a 7-foot ladder and landed on my back and couldn't breathe. So there's a story behind why I'm afraid of heights. But when you stand up and you're standing on a wall and you want to jump, you're like, it's so high, I can't jump, it's too high. But you don't realize that you're actually adding the height of you to the height of the wall. And what you see is not actually, or what you experience is not actually the height of the wall. So the wall is actually not that high. And if you sit down and you kneel down, you're like, well, it's actually not that high. I can get down there. It's not a problem. And I always was thinking about that as a child. I'm adding my height to the wall height, and then it becomes even higher, and then I don't want to jump. I get afraid. But if I would just go down a little bit, I was like, yeah, the wall's not that high, really. I can jump. It's not that bad. But I'm realizing the pressure. Yesterday, I had a call with my coach. We were talking about the mass pressure, and I could feel just kind of some hesitation, some like, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I can. And I realized that what I experienced was from the masses, people who really have something to say, people who are awakening, but really don't want to step into it right at this point because it's just uncomfortable. It's something that they're not knowing more about. But I encourage you to just sit down a little bit and relax. And the wall won't seem as high anymore. The cliff, let's jump off the cliff, right? The cliff won't be as high anymore, as well as the chains around us are not as tight and they fall off, and then we can jump. And while we jump, we can actually expect we're not going to jump and land all the way on the bottom because we're soaring. We're flying with the wings of passion, with the wings of co-creating with a divine power, with God, on the wings of freedom. And that is a picture that I want to keep in mind, jumping off the cliff, and understanding that it's time for us as a world community and as individuals to relax and tune within so that the chains can just fall off. In most cases, we don't even have to do anything but relax. And relaxing comes with trust. That has been a red line throughout everything I've done all those years with my clients, with myself. It is always coming back to trust. And something that my coach is always pointing out to me, like, are you trusting yourself? Are you trusting other people? Remember, how you do one thing is how you do them all. If you don't trust yourself, most likely you don't trust anyone outside of that either. Right. And then you pretty much question everything they say or do or want for you because you're not ready to actually trust yourself. Anyways, with that message, trust yourself. Change your perspective. It's not as high and it's not as bad, and chains are not as tight as you think they are. But if you relax and you allow it to fall off, the chains to fall off, you'll be able to fly and to spread your wings and to soar and to be the warrior that we need in today's world. Again, 2018 is a number 2 year which means collaboration. And I think this is really important to know, that everything that we have created in 2017 will carry into 2018 on the basis of collaboration. Yeah. All right, so that was my message for today. I hope you all got some inspiration from this, those who listened or who are going to listen later. I'm freezing. That's why I have been wearing my hoodie today. Like, I'm wearing a couple layers. It's not even that cold. It's 5 degrees instead of -20. So it's not too bad. But and when I say -20, it's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Yeah. But really, I'm freezing. But I love yellow, so it still works, right? Yellow is my color. Anyways, I hope you love that story. I love that those who hopped on had somehow connections to hawks as well, or they drew it or found the picture or downloaded a picture. It's kind of awesome. So I'm glad it resonated with you guys. If it resonates with anyone else who might be listening later on, let me know. I just saw David hopping on too. I always love that, because I don't know how much he listened to it, but he, in his interview, is like, Isabel, you are like the champion of examples. You always bring an example to make it more understandable. And I think this whole life was similar to, like, oh yeah, those are examples for you to get it, to understand, and to really feel what I mean. So it's kind of funny. All right, so guys, I will be back next week. I think I'm going to change the times from Wednesday to Thursday, because I always coach Monday through Wednesday, and then I'm stressed. I still need to prepare for my clients, so it's always a little weird. But Thursdays I try to do my inspirational work and creative work, so that works out better. So I think I'm going to start doing my lives on Thursdays, so I still continue the commitment of being present and showing up, even if sometimes I don't want to. But I committed to it, and I will recommit to it, to showing up. Okay, so have an amazing, amazing day. For those who listen to the replay, let me know your thoughts. Maybe you have some inspiration that you want to share, or maybe you had some visions, maybe even about a hawk as well. Who knows? But I would love to hear that. And so I hope you're having an amazing day, a great weekend ahead of you. It was a short week. Sometimes I wish I couldn't need that other day, because too much. Anyways, and if you haven't signed up for the Rocket Entrepreneur virtual training for all those entrepreneur people on my list, you do have to. Like, I'm not just giving you a choice. You have to sign up for it, because David is amazing. He teaches amazing stuff. Plus, I kind of love that him and I have quite a few things in common. One is ICF certification. I had to say that, sorry. But he has some amazing people on the list, including me. I'm honking my own trumpet. No, it really has been a great experience with him and the other people as well. So I'm looking forward to learning from them. And so I hope you will sign up too, because it's worth it for sure. Okay, now I'm really done. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever you're jumping in from. And I'll talk to you guys again next week. Bye.